Good afternoon, Neapolitan fans. NeapolitanGal here. As you can see, I just have my regular profile picture up today. I have not been feeling well over the past week, and I actually spent much of yesterday in the emergency room. So today we are going to simply go through the giveaways for Monday. I have already gone down to the last page, which is page number 177. So let me turn off my cell phone and let's get started. So today there are 4,231 giveaways. If you've never seen one of my videos before, welcome. I'm NeapolitanGal or Donna. You're my Neapolitans. Now I'm from Naples, Florida. That's where I live. So I'm a Neapolitan. So there are three kinds of giveaways. There are the no entry requirements, which means when I click on this, a box is going to pop up, and it's going to bounce, and it's going to bounce a little bit more. I click on it, and if I win, it'll tell me. It'll have these little bit of confetti pops out. If I don't, it just says I didn't win. And we'll go back. You also have the follow ones. When you click on this, it'll say follow. Now when I click follow, the same box is going to come out, but it'll just open up on its own. Like this. Ka-bing! Alright. Didn't win. Alright, what I did is I right-clicked on the screen if you're not used to that motion. So you have the follows, you have the no entry requirements, and then you have one that you have to watch a short video. Usually the ones that you have to watch a short video, I go ahead and open those in multiple tabs above, and then that way they can do their thing, I can do my thing, and we can move on. Now I don't have a Kindle. I did get rid of the Kindle I won. I did win a Kindle off of here a while back. I prefer audiobooks myself to ebooks, so you don't have to, spend any time listening to audiobooks. You let them play in the car, you let them play on your phone, whenever you're doing whatever you're doing, and just let them go. Ebooks, you have to literally sit down and read. They're smaller typically than, regular books are smaller in print, which means there's more pages to go through. Well, let's see here. Let's just start from we'll start from the top. Why not? Okay, so we got Garcinia Cambogia. I've taken Garcinia before, a different brand of it. I don't have diabetes. I do have a low blood sugar, and this just seems to really goof with my blood sugar. Looks like I tried those last night. These are blue light blocking glasses. This is one of those ones that's going to make us watch a short video. I'll just show you real quick, and then any other video ones I'll just open up in new tabs. Typically when you have a short video, it says 15 seconds, but usually if you'll watch this number here, it's more like 11 to 15 seconds. 11, 12, 13. So, it just really all depends on the producer of that video. So, and if you were to watch the Amazon videos on your phone through a browser instead of on the Amazon app, it would also be the same. You would also be watching the videos sometimes, sometimes not, and a lot of times just, it goes straight to the continue button. Another Kindle version. Oh, sleep mask. I love my sleep masks. As much as I love sleep masks, I also hate sleep masks because a lot of times I just wind up with allergy eyes to burn almost from wearing them. So, and I do wash them. It just, something about them just keeps stuff on my eyes. I think most all these are all members of Legends Omnibus. Let's try it, why not? 99 cents, which means it's probably going to be a file download. Well, let's open it, why not? I doubt they're going to send me a set of 3 books. Physically send me books for 99 cents. 30 days to stop being racist. Alright. Well, a lot of people in this country need that, right? I have won these before. The medium large are huge. So unless you got big teeth with wide gaps, these things are just way too big for the average teeth. Self-confidence 101. Why not? That's something I don't have, which you wouldn't believe considering I have my own YouTube channel, right? But I love talking to people. And having self-confidence and loving to talk to people are two entirely different things. Okay, these will always be a video. So I'm going to drop this up in a new tab and let that video run. And meantime, I usually try to mute those videos, but I forgot, so I had to. Frozen. What is this? This is going to be a Kindle book? Oh, ebook, yep. I only have one little girl in the family, and I'm sure she already has that. She's only 7, I believe. So I'm always leery about anything henna because henna, supposedly has a heavy odor to it. And I know, like the henna tattoos my niece has gotten in the past had a really bad odor to it. So now I myself am not a wine drinker, but I always try to win those because my brother-in-law, my husband's sister's husband, actually he drinks wine. So I'm always looking for wine stuff for the holidays to give him. So let's hop back over here. This ought to be just about there. Continue to entry. Now you will notice from time to time, probably won't run into too much today, but there will be some videos that won't play. I think I've narrowed it down to when I open it on my iPhone, they open perfectly. If I open it on the computer, if I try to do it on the computer, the video will be unavailable. So it sort of leads me to believe that it's a Mac program that it's been created with. And you'll see this crazy little face, almost looks like the Discord icon. If you don't know what Discord is, you can look that up real quick, but that's sort of what it reminds me of. Let's see. I am a blondie, as you can see, so that would just be way too dark for me. But this might be close. Let's try this. You get 20 of these pieces like this, looks like. So, go back. Alright, let's try another pair of these glasses. Unless these are the same ones I just did, yep. Alright, page 174. Now, right about here, you're going to start noticing that, and I'll show you, is that the dates will start being different. And by that, I'll show you what I mean here in a second. Now, let's open this up. And we're going to scroll down here for a minute. So here you'll see every 1,800 eligible entries will win, up to 10 winners. This giveaway started last Monday, the 22nd, midday. For me here, it'd be like 3:48 in the afternoon. I'm sorry, in the morning. And then it will end today sometime by like 3 o'clock our time. So let's scroll up. This is for Supreme Potential Premium Omega-3 Fish Oil, optimal for heart, joint, immune, and skin health. And I didn't win. So yes, I have won things in the past. My most expensive win has been the Kindle that I won. And I've won exercise straps. I've won different types of cosmetic stuff. Mostly face stuff. So, there are things on here to be won, and there are expensive things on here to be won. I mean, there are some things on upwards of $700 or $800 on here to be won. So, not sure what that is. Are those bracelets or dog collars? Oh, hairbands with cloth wrap for girls. Let's see here. Okay, so like I said, when I first opened up this video, that I probably would skip around on pages. And what I mean by skip around on pages is that you can actually change your page numbers when you're on this page like this. On your address bar, you can actually change page numbers. So right now we're on page 173, so I'm going to go to page 87. And I like to jump around like that some. So, Dungeons and Dragons dice set. Oh, requirements. Let's check that one out first. Okay, this started yesterday. They're looking for 2 winners every 700 entries. There'll be 2 total winners, but let's check it out. Now, I don't play Dungeons and Dragons. Neither does my son or my husband, but what I would do it for is I would actually use it for crafting. I should be just about there, 13, 15. Oh, that made me go the whole 15. Alright. Fireplace log carrier. Have 0 use for that in Florida, but you could use it for other things. At least not in the area of Florida I'm from. It would be absolutely of no use. Oh, there's another one. Oh, that's the same one. Okay. Now I will show you, whenever you see 2 similar items like this side by side or somewhere on the exact same page, they've usually been listed by the same person. So you can see Craft Women's Essentials, Craft Essentials Workout, which means they were listed at the same time by the same people, so they end at the same time. So let's show you the bottom of this real quick. This one was posted on Friday, and this Friday they're giving away 3 of them. Every 5,000 entries wins. I have a ladder, but a nice step ladder would be nice. Wall sconce. What are those? Oreo marshmallow moon cookies. The 12 10-ounce packages. Holy smokes. My son loves Oreos. I do too. Oh, that's what they're for. They're for the 50-year anniversary of the moon landing. How cool. Oh, and look, they even got little moons drawn on them. Those are sweet. Literally. So, I love artwork. We have a lot of artwork in our condo. Nothing expensive. I think the most expensive piece of artwork I own, maybe $200. But I still love artwork. So, I always try for the artwork because you can never have too much. I'm a huge Big Cats fan. I used to hang out with big kitties. Many years ago, I worked for a drugstore chain called Eckerd Drug. If you don't have them in your area any longer, most likely it's CVS or I think Rite Aid in some areas. And I used to have this customer that would come in. This is before we had a photo lab in that store. He had 17 exotics on his property. He was a wildlife refuge. And he brought in pictures one day. And he says, "Would you like to see pictures of my cats?" Well, I'm a cat fanatic. I'm talking domestic and big. And so he hands me a stack of pictures, and I'm thinking he's handing me pictures of house cats. No. He's handing me pictures of his stepdaughter posing with the Bengal tiger that he had. And Raja was absolutely gorgeous. He's has long since passed. He was a very old kitty then when I knew him, and he has passed away since, but he was an awesome cat. We're going to hop back over to page 1. All these, for the most part, are giveaways that were that started today. See here, it started today on the 29th, 3:32 in the morning Pacific Daylight Time, which means it was uploaded just after 6:30 this morning for me. 15,000 eligible entries before one is given away, so I'm not even going to bother with that. What I will do is later in the week is I'll go back through all these and bookmark them when I'm feeling much better. Talk about crazy. Y'all got to hear this. So I'm in the hospital last night in the ER with all classic symptoms of with a cardiac issue, including AFib and chest pressure, front and back. And 1 week prior to that, I had actually had some issues. So I decided to go ahead and take myself to the urgent care down the street. They were just open about another half an hour when I pulled in, and they said, nope, you're going to the hospital. You need to be checked out. We'll call you an ambulance. I'm like, no. I said, my husband just works right around the corner. Let me call him instead, because that's a $6,000 our cost ride to the hospital. And the only catch would have been is if I had taken the ambulance ride, I would have gone straight to a room in the hospital in the ER versus waiting in the ER for them to free up something. But when it was all said and done, what's happening is I've got a low thyroid, and the doctor thinks it's causing the heart palpitations and all that good stuff. But so she gave me all my paperwork when I was discharged, and she says, okay, so what you need to do is contact this cardiologist, and he has an office almost basically across the street from the hospital, and get in to see him and have a cardiac workup done. I'm like, okay. So this morning I get up and I get moving around. So I took today off from work. So I thought for sure that I was actually going to be, I figured that they were going to keep me overnight, which they did not. Luckily they sent me home, so that's less money I'm going to be spending. But on top of all the money I'm going to spend after all the bills start rolling in. But they, so I got up, got moving around, and pulled up the paperwork that she gave me, and I called this cardiologist that she said to call because he would have all of my records since he's linked to the hospital system. And the cardiologist is, since he'll have access to all that, it would have just been a lot easier on everybody. So I get up, I call, and I said, I have a referral from Dr. So-and-so at the hospital across the street to come see your doctor. Can I set an appointment? She says, well, first he's going to want to see all your records. I said, well, I was just seeing it across the street. You guys are affiliated. You can pull all my info right up, which she did. Well, we need records from your doctor. I'm like, my regular doctor. I'm like, I'm healthy. I have no medical issues except for one, and that's already in my medical file from the hospital. So I said, you should have all the information there you need. I said, so she says, well, that particular doctor gets to vet more or less his patients. He gets to pick and choose who he sees. So first he's got to go through my records. He's going to see that I'm a 41-year-old Caucasian woman. He's going to see that I'm overweight, that I do have one major health problem, but it has something to do with the heart. And, well, not directly. I mean, all major health problems link back, but hey. But he's going to get to decide whether I'm worthy to be his patient. And he's going to see my insurance. And most likely he's going to say, yeah, no, I'm good. He's going to decline me. So I called my health insurance plan. I said, and I explained to him on the phone, this guy on the phone I was talking to, I said, so this is what I'm running into with the doctor that I got a referral for from the hospital yesterday. I said, can I just call other cardiologists on our plan? He said, oh, absolutely. There's no need for a referral. You can call any cardiologist you want. As long as they don't require a referral past what you have in your hand, we don't require one. I said, awesome. So about that time after I finally got off the phone with them, it was around lunchtime, and I guarantee every doctor's office in Naples was closed for lunch that I was wanting to call, so I waited. Went ahead and had my lunch, was kind of chilled out for a little while, and then I made a phone call to another doctor's office, and they said, well, their doctor's going to require a referral, and from my primary care physician, not from the hospital. I'm thinking my primary care physician doesn't even have a clue what's going on right now. And they would need my records from them, which is easier said than done. And anybody who's ever had to deal with something like that understands that. And I haven't been in to see that doctor in about a year, so what they're going to want me to come in to see them first before they give me a referral, which I've left a message with them as well, and I'm still waiting. I'm like, politics. And in this town, these doctors see dollar signs. And if you don't put dollar signs, which I certainly don't, you're not a priority for them. This doctor, the first doctor I called, and this other doctor, well, the first doctor I called, considering he's already got all my records, is going to take one look at my medical records. And he's probably going to think, well, 41, overweight. She's either doing drugs, which is caused this, or she's deliberately not losing weight. So, which is not the truth. So why should I help her? And, it's irritating. AF. I mean, it's so irritating. So, obviously he's going to take a look and see, okay, well, she's got an HMO, she's overweight, she's young, blah, blah, blah. And if I get a call back from this doctor's office, I'll be super duper surprised. And that so sucks to say something like that. When I pulled into urgent care yesterday, I said, first thing I'm not a drug user. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but I'm scared to death. And so were they. They wouldn't even take me back to a room. They wanted me to either call an ambulance or have my husband come get me. Actually, they wanted me to call an ambulance. I wanted my husband to come get me. Because they were not going to treat me. They weren't even going to look at me other than get a stethoscope out and take my pulse and blood pressure. So, be careful. Know what you're getting yourself into when you have your health plans. Because, I think I just heard thunder. I did. Oh, I love our thunderstorms. They can get quite wicked, but I love them. But yeah. So, it's interesting, to say the least, when you live in a town like I do, that doctors, automatically decide whether they're going to treat you or not based on medical history and the fact whether you've got the money for all the extra stuff they're probably going to order for you from that insurance probably won't pay all of. So we'll see. So this will probably be the only video I do like this for the next couple of days. I go back to work tomorrow, so I'll probably have a rant for you tomorrow on the way home, like I usually do, and we'll go from there. This shower head here I love it because if you set it on the furthest setting around this way, it jets out a nice strong stream. And I've got real thick hair, as you can see. It's not too long right now because I recently had it cut in the last couple months, but it's thick. And it really helps wash all the soap out of my hair. So that sucks. I couldn't get into that doctor's office today too because it means going to be trying to get a late appointment hopefully one day so I don't have to miss any more work. I mean, it hurts when you don't make a lot of money to begin with. It really does hurt when you lose work. I mean, a whole day when you and your spouse don't make a lot of money to begin with. So that's sort of why I'm trying to become a YouTuber more than anything else, because if I can get to the point where I'm monetized, that would be awesome. Having that secondary source of income apart from our daily jobs that we have would just be so awesome. Let's go forward. Let's see, Butterfly Craze, Kids Floor Pillow Fold Out Lounger. Now something like this, even though most likely would never be used around the house, we do go camping every year, so this would be something that we would take camping with us and maybe use it as a floor, or underneath or on top of our air mattresses. It sort of reminds me of a lounger that you can buy. Oh, interesting. Fill them with pillows. That's different. I just figured it came pre-stuffed already. Different. Alright, well, in a couple more minutes I'm going to call it a day and see what happens. So be sure to subscribe, like, click that bell, comment, share, and let me know your thoughts on new up-and-coming videos that you want to see. Once I sorry, I was reading something. Once I can get out and move around without having my heart try to race through my chest again, I will start to be hitting the beaches and some of our local parks. That was something I actually was going to start this weekend, and this past weekend, and it just felt lousy. Oh gosh, did I feel lousy. So I just didn't bother, doing anything like that. And yesterday when I got ready to go help some friends move something is when the heart palpitations really started. I'm like, okay. Well, and it really didn't work out anyway with the friend, with her roommate that had the pickup truck that was going to get this piece of furniture, so that was okay. Ooh, scratch, scratch. Alright, guys. We'll just do one or two more videos. I'm about ready to hit the sheets for a nap again. I know that's terrible. But plus, we've got a thunderstorm whipping up out there, and it sounds like it's coming on pretty fast. Ooh, new bike seat. So subscribe to my channel, smash that like button, ring that bell. Y'all have a good one.